Yo, 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 yo. What up, guys? It's your boy T. That was blazing the sports. Listen, man, I'm back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. We got to talk about it. Tyson Fury. Listen, guys, we're going to talk about Tyson Fury. We're going to talk about Deontay Wilder. We're going to talk about this man's three-fight plan that includes Wilder, Joshua, and Dillian Whyte. I want to know your thoughts on this as well, guys. Remember, this is your boy T. That was blazing sports. Do me a favor, guys. Smash the like button. Guys, listen, if you're not smashing the like, then you're not smashing right. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Guys, hit the bell. Make sure for all content. So whenever your boy go live, I get a chance to drop one of these jewels on you. You will get it live, guys. So while that is out the way, let's talk about it. Tyson Fury has a three-fight plan. Will there be another fight with Wilder? So listen, I don't know, but my plan is I'm 3 fights and I'm out. Wilder, Joshua, and Dillian Whyte. Why Dillian Whyte? Listen, the guy's mandatory. You know, he's been basically put in a position to get the fight. I'm a fighter. I watched the interview, right, where this picture came from, where Tyson Fury, he sounded confident in the things he said, right? He said that, listen, I'm working on sitting down more on my punches. I cannot get a decision against Wilder. He's referring to when the first time they fought that he should have got a decision against Deontay Wilder, and he did not. So now he is saying that this time around, I only can win by getting a knockout. I need to sit down on my punches more. I hope Deontay Wilder comes to basically trade punches. Listen, what do you think, man? What do you think about this? Let's cue this music. Look, man, let me give you my honest opinion. I don't think Deontay Wilder is going to come, not Deontay Wilder, but I don't think Tyson Fury is going to come there and try to sit down on punches to knock out Deontay Wilder. I just don't see it. Maybe you do. Maybe your glasses see different than my 2020, but I don't see Tyson Fury, who admitted that Wilder is the hardest puncher, the most ferocious, the most furious puncher in boxing history. You don't listen. If you try to sit down on your shots with that man, you're going to find yourself on your back, laid down. Fury's going to box. I think right now Fury is maybe trying to paint the illusion, hopefully, that it gets into Deontay Wilder's camp that he is going to actually be there to fight. He's not going for a decision. He's not going to try to school and slick. He's coming there to put his heels on the ground, turn into his shots, commit to the shots to knock out Deontay Wilder. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible because anybody can get knocked out. As much as people say Fury is a feather puncher, I don't believe so. I believe that as a heavyweight, he has decent power, but he doesn't have that elevated power like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has power that honestly can scare the boogeyman. That the boogeyman wouldn't go to Deontay Wilder's house. The boogeyman knew that if he was in Deontay Wilder's house and he popped out the closet like, "Rah!" and Wilder caught back at him with that right hand, he already knows what's going to happen. For the boogeyman, Deontay Wilder is the boogeyman for the boogeyman. In the building, the one, the only Scrapbook Boxing in the building. Shout out to my boy Scrapbook. Congratulations, man. I see you over 1,000. Yes, a very good historian that's dropping great videos. Thank you, brother, for coming. What's good, my brother? What's blazing in sports TV? Yes. Wayne King 76 finally came out of hiding. What's going on? He got stoppage, no knockout. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. We're in the chat. We're working. The one, the only, the poetic Celts is in the building. as usual, coming in with the great words, the greatest commentator. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to Poetic Kills, man. Shout out. Does great video. Always showing love to the channel. And of course, we show love back. Thank you, Queen. Let's talk about it. Tyson Fury, right? Now listen, Tyson Fury he's not a what you would look at as a power puncher, right? He's not a Joshua, right? He doesn't have a Dillian Whyte left hook. He doesn't have a Deontay Wilder straight right hand. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that crazy oops-a-daisy Andy Ruiz donkey punches, right? They hit you in the back of the cranium. He doesn't have it. I get it. But he does have power that can buzz you, right? It can buzz you. He has good speed. He has that irky jerky. To me, the irky jerky is like 1,000 feints, right? This is the reason why he does his irky jerky. I'm going to show you guys, right? You never know when he's going to strike. You never know when he's going to commit. The irky jerky is like, it's this, right? You don't know when this is going to actually be this or this. He's hitting his nose. He's keeping you looking at different things as an illusion to not know when he's going to go. And sometimes he'll flinch, and then actually go. So it tries to slow down the attack of the opponent. And another thing that people don't get about that is that when a fighter is moving like this, you can react to shots quicker. When you got a fighter like, let's say like Joshua, if you just like this, and a shot come at you, you have a hard time making a miss. If the only time that you moving is when a shot come at you, you have a hard time making a miss. But if you're already moving and shots come, you can see it. You can roll it better. But listen, man. Listen, man. We here. Mike in the building. What's cracking, Mike? Fury is definitely capable of KO and Wilder. He has the most unique style in boxing today. This is what I say. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they are perfect for each other. Even though most of us want to see Wilder versus Joshua, but when you look at stylistically, Fury, in my opinion, now I'm not saying nobody else can't beat him, but in my opinion, Fury is the only one that I think has a style that can hang with Deontay Wilder. And in reverse, I think Wilder is the only one that can deal with it like a style like Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder both beat Anthony Joshua, both beat Dillian Whyte. I think Daniel Dubois is going to be a good champion. They have to just keep bring him along. Don't rush him. This ain't rush hour. No Jackie Chan. No Chris Tucker. Hey, man. He's going to be nice, man. Mike says, I agree with you 100%. Scrapbook boxing, correct. That's why you must consistently pop the jab, stop the irky jerk. The irky jerk. Yeah, the irky jerk. See, people, the way you get somebody in like Scrapbook boxing set, right? Because remember, in case you guys, I give you guys a little bit of my style. A lot of times I don't give away a lot of things about me because when I'm still competing, I don't want people to be able to search what I do. But since I'm pretty much done competing, all right, I was more of, I say, an aggressive counterpuncher, right? I didn't just always sit back and let somebody go. That wasn't me. But the one thing I did was I collected data, right? If they brought their hands back here, if they jab like this here, if they overcommit, if before they throw a shot, it drops and comes. I watch everything so I can use it against you. And the one thing when you have somebody that has an irky jerk style or they're a pressure fighter, you have to use the jab. And here's the key, guys. Listen, see, I really should, get my, what is it? God, I can't think about it. Can't think of the name of it. Gosh. Well, it'll come to me. The way you deal with it, right? A pressure fighter or somebody who's consistently doing this, right? The jab has to work. And the jab it cannot be the same hook Huh, huh, huh. You can't throw these rhythm jabs. Rhythm jabs is going to get you countered. Rhythm jabs is going to, okay, he throwing that, okay. The jab has to change, right? Sometimes you got to be filler jabs. Sometimes you got to put about 3 or 4 of them just to keep someone in his face. Sometimes you shoot little jabs right at the eye level to kind of blind them a little bit. Sometimes you set traps, back up a little bit, come forward. Listen, man, they ain't hiring me for this. Let's talk about it. Fury definitely gave Wilder a boxing lesson, and it reflected in the Brazil fight in the Ortiz rematch. He cut off the ring, threw a straight right. He never threw straight rights before. Yeah, he did, Mike. That's all Deontay Wilder throws. All right, let's talk about the first fight, right? The first fight, this is my honest opinion. And listen, if you disagree, it's okay. I welcome the disagreement. I take a welcome back. Dust it off. Come on in. Disagree at will. That's what we're here for. But now that disclaimer's out the way. Let's talk about it, right? I think the first fight went the way it went because Wilder came out there doing something he typically doesn't do. Wilder typically gets wild when you're hurt. When you're not hurt, he's not wild. He's popping his jab and shooting his straight left. His hook at a long time ago needed more improvement because Wilder has gotten better. He has. And in the Fury fight, instead of just doing what he normally do, he kept trying to rush it. And every time he tried to rush it, and when Fury makes him slip, even if Fury's not countering, people looked at it, Fury's winning the fight. Oh man. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't a good fight because it was. Listen, that fight right there is replay value. Instant classic. Instant. Because you know what? At the end of it, Fury fans could have said Fury won. Wilder fans could have said Wilder won. People in the between, like, listen, I don't know, man. See, people going to say, if he didn't get those knockdowns, but he did. He did. He did. And we got a classic. Now, we are going to get something different because Tyson Fury said this. I don't know if I believe him, but he said he's going to fight different. Tyson Fury said he's going to come out there, he's going to sit down on his punches because he can't win a decision. If Tyson Fury sits down on his punches and trades shots with Deontay Wilder, that'll be the last time he trade. If he try to trade right hands with Deontay Wilder, that'll be the last trade. It won't be no trade back. That'll be it. That'll be it. He can't, listen, you can't trade with Wilder. You get yours off and you get out of there. You can't, listen, trading right hand for right hand. Listen, they both, the only thing that's similar is they're throwing right hands, but the power's not equal. The power's not equal. Listen, I don't know where Wilder got this power from. Maybe he tapped into He-Man. By the power of Grayskull. Maybe he got Grayskull power. I don't know. Maybe he told Thanos, hey, let me try the Infinity Gauntlet one, right? You know, maybe he stuck his hand in the glove a couple times and some of them stones rubbed off on his hand that he carried like at least 3 or 4 of them stones in every punch. This is going to be a different fight. Listen, Wilder was wild. He was trying to force a knockout and didn't let it come. He didn't let it come. Now, the last fight with Ortiz. That was the perfect fight that matched Deontay Wilder's words. When Deontay Wilder said, listen, you have to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. Ortiz was perfect for 6.5 rounds. He was perfect. He was, yeah, baby. Bow, bow, yeah, baby. Bow, bow, yeah, baby. And then Wilder set a trap. You know, put the trap out there, pushed it down so the spring was ready for it. Set a trap, put a little bait in there, was getting attacked, pivot off of the ropes. Ortiz followed in and unleashed a weapon that would make small countries afraid. Some small country will look at Deontay Wilder's right hand like a nuclear bomb. Don't let it go off. Please keep it concealed. Keep the safety on it, for God's sake. And when he hit Ortiz so hard that mentally Ortiz wanted to get up, but his body like, no, no. Ortiz was like this. He was trying to get up, but his body was like, listen, bro, you had enough. Listen, it's over. Like the fight, like you still want to fight, but somebody's telling you it's over. It's over. Listen, it's over. Rematch. Let's talk about it. All right, let's see. That rookie joke. Okay. Overhand rights on straight rights, my man. He doesn't throw typically when Deontay Wilder knocks you out, he's not swinging an overhand right. The typical thing that gets you out of there, it's a straight right hand. Listen, he can throw the right hand as a lead. He can counter with the right hand. He can throw the right hand with a jab right hand, or he can throw a powering jab just to distract you and then throw a straight right hand. When he fought Stavern, straight right hand. Ortiz, straight right hand. Dominic Brazil, straight right hand. And what's the other? Spilka was a counter right hand, and it was like this. Boom! Wilder only gets wild, for the most part, when you're hurt. Then he just, I got to get him out of here. I got to get him out of here. And then he's hitting you, boom, 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 boom. But in this next fight, you're going to get a more patient Deontay Wilder. Now, he needs to have a little bit more. He needs to be, like, I think he was too patient in the Ortiz second fight. I think he was too patient. It worked out perfect, but I think he was too patient, right? I think he needs to not do what he did the first time, but not be as patient as Ortiz. Maybe take the Ortiz fight and come up a couple levels. See, Deontay Wilder thing is not to win rounds. Because when you get knockouts, I don't care what round who was winning. It's a knockout. Now, we seen upsets before, and we gave them guys credit, where a boxer was outboxing somebody for 11 rounds, and then all of a sudden, the person he's fighting digs deep and lands a big knockout punch. It happens. You can't discredit a man for being able to bring something to the table that you can't. He brings power you have to be born with. He brings power that was probably passed down from his father, and his father. You know, we just keeping it 100. Now, I think this rematch is going to be dope. I can't wait for it. It's going to be dope because both sides have a claim. Both sides have a shot. Tyson Fury, many going to ride with him, and they should. Deontay Wilder, many going to ride with him, and they should. This is the fight that we need. Two, at their peaks, putting on the line again. The first fight was a draw. People been bickering since the first fight, and now we get to settle the odds. I'm ready. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I know who I'm picking, but I don't know if he's going to win. I don't know. Fury is a more better technical fighter. Facts. Wilder hits harder than two Moose's back kicks. Facts. If Fury survives 12 rounds, he's probably going to get the decision. If Wilder lands one of them nuclear bombs and go off, it's over. But we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. Fury had 2 more fights against Tom Schwartz, Otto Volley. Deontay Wilder fought Dominic Brazil and Ortiz. Mike says, you telling me honestly, can Fury beat Wilder fair and square, and who won the first fight? Yes, Wilder can beat Tyson Fury fair and square. The first fight, nobody won. It was ruled a draw. One judge gave it to Wilder, one gave it to Fury, and I believe one called it dead even. The rounds can be debated. It was a good fight. The two knockdowns, that was the only time that Deontay Wilder's right hand was an equalizer because it did just enough. Just remember, it did just enough to make it an equal fight. It did just enough to make it a draw. You can debate the draw you want, but we didn't make the decision. One of them gave it to Fury, one gave it to Wilder. One said, I don't know who to go with. You can't even get mad at the judges, to be honest, because the judges just didn't go in Wilder's favor. One went in Fury. One said, I don't know, man. The two knockdowns, and then he won this round and that round. This round, to me, is adding up. I know that Fury may have won more rounds, but if the knockdowns equal more points than a typical round, then it adds up differently. And unless you are, listen. No, I would say let's go back and rewatch it. Why go back and rewatch it? It's already set in stone what happened. That's the past. The future is going to determine it. We got the future coming up. Wilder can beat Fury. Wilder can knock out Fury. Fury knows Wilder can knock him out. Because when I watched the interview where I got this picture from, he said he gave respect. Listen, Tyson Fury talks a lot of shit. He's good at it. He's good at it. I like it. I don't knock him for that. He's a quick thinker. He talks shit. I talk shit. I can't knock him. He's good. He's witty. But then a lot of times he spit truth. Wilder is one of the best. He said Deontay Wilder would knock out Joshua in 2 rounds. Your Fury said this. Your Fury said, listen, I'm not even going to spar to the face. I'm not taking no shots to my eye. If you think that Tyson Fury don't take Deontay Wilder serious, then you must be a joke. Because Tyson Fury changed everything for this fight. Things that he said he hasn't done in 10 years. He don't drink Diet Coke. Ain't done that in 10 years. Changed his eating habits, sleeping habits, workout habits, and his whole coaching staff. He knows he is up against something that's not normal. This man don't have normal power. He don't have normal power. Jesus Christ, you can see that. Fury's not dumb. Listen, a lot of you guys can laugh at Deontay Wilder and think Deontay Wilder is some type of joke, right? Oh, he's this, he's that. But when you are a man that actually have to face this man in the ring, you don't want to have to eat this right hand. You the one that said this, Tyson Fury. Well, when I first got out there, I wanted to see this power, right? I want to see all this power everybody talking about, right? So Wilder came out there and threw a jab like this. You know what you kind of threw a jab out? I caught the jab. And he said the force of that jab was enough that could have knocked out a man. At that point, he was like, God damn what the right hand feels like. And then Fury spoke about waking up twice. And after the fight, Tyson Fury said this. There's no wonder Anthony Joshua don't want no part of that man. He would have been nailed, which means Wilder's carrying a hammer. He would have been nailed. There's no way he can't move like me. He would have been nailed. Deontay Wilder's the most fierce puncher in boxing history. And now we have the rematch. Typically, the rematch goes in the favor of the boxer, right? The boxer, right? Even if the first fight was close. Second fight is typically not as close. For an example, Floyd Mayweather, Marcus Maidana. First fight close, second fight is cool. Let's see. When he fought Castillo, first fight close, second fight wasn't. Right? Andre Ward versus Kovalev. First fight close, second fight wasn't. Typically, the boxer with the better technical skills win in a better fashion than the first time. Even if they won or lost the first time, they typically do a better job. But in the boxing, this is not a cookie cutter sport. One size shoe don't fit all. It don't fit. You gotta equip. Like the O.J. Simpson gloves. It don't always fit. When you look at Deontay Wilder's track record, his rematches, right? Stavern, first fight, closest fight, went 12 rounds, right? Rematch, set him down in one, right? Ortiz, first fight, good fight, close fight. Believe Wilder stopped him in the 10th round. Second fight, set him down in 7. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. American Path to Travel in the building to T-Dub in the building. What it do? Salute to the chat. Guy, listen. Who do you got? I need to find this charger. Do me a favor. Do me a second so this phone don't die. I'm going to go grab this charger real quick. Hold on for me. All right, guys. I'm back at it like a crack at it. Giving you boxing geek at just work. Lola, put them hips away. I don't care what you say. Put them hips away. All right. Bam. Bam. Now we doing work. Now we doing work. Listen, man. Who do you guys think gonna win, man? Seriously. Who do you get the edge to? And the one thing about this, guys, I don't think you ever want to get everybody going to say the same thing. I think American Path to Travel thinks Tyson Fury is going to get it. I think Deontay Wilder is going to get it. But the thing is, this is a 50-50 fight. This is truly 50-50. Like, even if I say I think Wilder's going to win, and even if Wilder knocks him out, it's still a 50-50 fight. See, what one has greater than the other, it's like they balance each other. Fury's the better boxer, Wilder's the better puncher. But Tyson Fury says he has a 3-fight plan. If you see in that corner, right, he has Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder. That is his 3-fight plan. What do you think, man? I mean, listen, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I do like that plan. I do like it. Will it come will it actually happen? I don't know. But I really would like to see, me personally, I like to see Deontay Wilder do that. I like to see Deontay Wilder fight Fury, beat Fury, fight. I know this is crazy. I really want to see Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. I do. See, Mike probably want to see, I'm guessing, Mike, I'm not sure if you do or not, he might want to see Wilder versus Dillian Whyte because he believes Dillian Whyte's going to be Wilder. I believe the opposite. American Path to Travel says, I like Wilder for the fight. Fury has drifted back in depression. Man, Mm. It must be a UK boxer thing because both Fury and Joshua suffer from second guessing themselves. Wow, listen, and it's like when Anthony Joshua said this, right? That doing the ring walk, right? The ring walk, having thoughts that what if I just turned around and gave it all up now? Like you can't have them thoughts. You can't. That's the difference, honestly, because when you think about these fighters, like I mean, they could have had it, but I doubt it. Like people like uh, Ali, Floyd Mayweather, George Foreman. You know, like when when you are feeling yourself at being the best, you think you can beat everybody. You feel invincible. That's why when let's say Sugar Ray Leonard could be somewhere retired and then he goes to a fight, like you know what, I want to fight him. I want to fight Hagler. Give him to me. Or when Ali is going to fight George Foreman, everybody thinks George Foreman is going to kill him, but he believes in himself. Think about this. Everybody thought George Foreman was going to kill Ali, but he believed in himself. You have to have self-belief. You cannot have self-doubt in this type of sport. See, if you have self-doubt in football, you miss a tackle, you get beat on the play, you miss a hole, you miss a throw, and they take you out for a few plays. They have a pep talk with you, but in boxing, it doesn't happen like that. In boxing, it's like Floyd Mayweather Jr. said, you make a mistake, you have to pay. You cannot. See, a lot of fighters, if you get caught in transition where you're thinking about making a move, you're thinking about something else, you hit. When Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz, he said in the second round he was thinking about Deontay Wilder knocking out Brazil. He's thinking about another fighter while he's actually in a fight fighting. Now, Anthony Joshua's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I'm not taking that away. He's a good fighter. But I think he really needs, and I could be wrong, but I think he really needs some kind of mental counseling. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I think he really needs to because he can fight. He has power. He showed he has mobility, he can move, he can jab, he has decent speed. He just needs to be mentally focused 100% of the time. Now, when he came out and fought Andy Ruiz, when he made that ring walk, you can tell that ring walk in the rematch, it wasn't the same. Like the first time, he was looking like this, all glossy and stuff, looking around, sweating. Like he didn't look like he was sweating because he just warmed up. It looked like he was sweating because he was nervous. But the rematch, he came out like almost like a little swag to him, right? You're like, she, I got this. That's what he needs all the time. All the time. You can't have them moments. See, when you fight people like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, that could make him go back. But we'll see. Listen, that's a different story. Honestly, I hope he always has the best confidence ever. That way, if he wins or loses, he get full credit, or whoever beats him get full credit. But now we have Wilder, Fury, 2. Listen, man. Fury knows what's coming. Fury knows what's coming. He is training his ass off to be something that we never seen. He is training to be a Fury that, like I said, a Fury that we haven't seen and elevated. Tyson Fury is trying to go Super Saiyan. He's trying to be a better him because he knows if he come out like he did last time, he might not wake up this time. Remember, guys, he still had to wake up. Whenever you're in a fight and you have to wake up, that's not good, man. That's not good. You can talk about who won, who lost the fight, last fight. But there's one thing that's not debatable. Who had to wake up during the fight? Not get knocked down and stand up, but who had to wake up? And I'm not talking about smelling the coffee. I'm not talking about waking up and smelling the Folgers in your cup. I'm not talking about that. He had to wake up. If you don't think that's scary, frightening, terrifying, and now he's facing it again. To a man after their fight went on to assassinate 2 other people. Chad in the building, what's going on, Chad? Listen, Fury ain't stopping Wilder. Fury, listen, I would bet you guys. I would bet you money, but I know you won't pay up. Chad, I know you won't pay up. I know you won't. Fury ain't stopping Wilder. Could he win a decision? Yeah. Yeah. He can win a decision. It's a 50-50 fight. But if Tyson Fury plans on staying there and throwing punching with Wilder, listen, all right, let's see how smart of an idea. I'm going to ask you a question. T-Dub, would it be smart for me to face a gorilla and say I'm going to knock out this gorilla and I'm going to sit down on my punches and trade with him? Will it be equal? Will my right hand equal to his right hand? If both of our right hand lands, will it be an equal distribution of power to where we both equally get knocked back, or will one person power surpass another person's power by a great song? If Tyson Fury, listen now, if Fury got Wilder hurt, then do your thing. Do your thing, right? But if Wilder is not hurt, Wilder better not sit. I don't care if Fury better not sit down at all. I don't care if his legs are tired. If he been walking all day and he's like, oh, my bunions hurt, I need to sit down. He better not sit down at all. Because the moment he sit down and he's planted in one spot, he's going to be lined up for a right hand as well. The difference is, if Fury lands, it may make Wilder a little wobbly. But if Wilder lands, Fury's going to be on his ass. The only question is, after that, will he beat the count? That's it. That's it. Will he beat the count? Will he beat the count, or will the ref do this? This fight should be a lot bigger than what it is. This is the best matchup. This is it. This is the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao. This is it. I know we want to see Joshua versus Wilder, but I'm being honest. Yes, that's the unification for Undisputed. That's a big fight. But when you talk about styles, when you talk about honestly having a chance to beat each other, this is it. Fury is it. Wilder is it. The winner of this fight, in my mind, would no doubt be number 1. You can debate number 1 all you want right now. Fury. You can say, I don't care. Joshua, you can say that. But no, honestly, Deontay Wilder is number 1. You can say, no, Anthony Joshua is number 1. He's 2-time world champion. He's only 2-time because he lost 1 time. Wilder has defended his title 10 straight times. He has ran from no smoke. As much as you want to debate about it, we can debate. Oh, he ran from Joshua. Oh, he went. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And I can't convince you that. I can't. I can lay out facts, documentation, videos, news article clips, and it would just go through one ear. Oh, no, I don't want to hear that. He's a dogger. Bomb squad. I get it. You don't like the guy. I get it. You don't like him. 6'7", tall black guy, and knock you into Kingdom Come. Let's get it, man. Mike Caps in the building. What's blazing, homie? The wonderful life of Bobby J. They are Fury is 280 plus now. With pounds? Fury beat Wilder. Wilder don't get it twisted. Listen, Fury didn't beat Wilder. He didn't beat him. He woke up and he survived to see the end of the 12th round. The fight was ruled a draw. I'm not going to argue with you who won because it's ruled a draw. It can go either way. Listen, it was a close fight. It wasn't a fight when it was over. I'm like, oh yeah, a clear Joshua fight. Or listen, I'm being honest. I wasn't like, oh yeah, a clear Wilder fight. I wasn't. It's one of them fights like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're looking at the rounds. Listen, you're looking at rounds that you gave your fighter, right? Think about this, right? A lot of us are biased. So when we watch a round, we looking to see what our fighter do good to give him that round. You're not looking at everything as a whole. The only thing you can't get past is a knockout. So when the fight was over, right, I called it live. You don't know. T-Dub was playing in the sports. I do live fight commentating. I'm back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work. So smash the like button. If you ain't smashing the like, then you ain't smashing right. And you wonder, see, when you don't smash the like button, you wonder, when your girl want to get in the mood, she go to the bathroom, and you're like, why the fuck does I hear T-Dub voice? She in the bathroom watching one of my videos. But if you smash the like button right now, you go home. She don't need it. She don't need to go watch no T-Dub videos to get the fire started. She already know you walk in the door. She walk up to you, rub your chest. Hey, handsome. And at that moment right there, you knew you smashed the like right. So smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you disagree, bring your smoke. Listen, as a matter of fact, you can call in. Hold up. Wait. For the haters that say they want to call. Hold on. Just in case. It's somewhere around here. I don't know where. Woo-wee. Hot diggity, hot doggity, you wanted to call me. Let's get it. 314-884-1013. And if you are not in the States and you want a piece of me, look me up on Skype. What's blazing in sports? I think it's just what's blazing. I don't know. Look me up. Mike Cap said 97% chance Fury getting KO. Listen, it's a 50-50 fight. But who I'm putting my money on is Deontay Wilder. He's going to be calmer. He's not going to come out doing this. Now, will he throw overhand rights? Yes. It's not a dumb idea. Fury is actually taller than Deontay Wilder, which means that his right hand will have to come up a little bit. But if you do it right, see, overhand rights thrown correctly could be dangerous for taller fighters. Because taller fighters don't hold a guard right here. Taller fighters typically hold a guard right here or even right here. Because when they're facing shorter fighters have a hard time even getting them from right here. But if you throw the nice right overhand, which I know how to throw it. Listen, one of my last real-time sparring, right? Back in the summer, I wasn't even trying to spar. I'm trying to work with this guy. He was 6'6". Now listen, I'm T-Dub. I'm 5'11". He's 6'6", 230 pounds or more. And he said, T-Dub, let's do some light rounds, right? He said light coaching rounds, meaning me coaching him. So when we talk about light, we're talking about, but when I'm coaching rounds, when I'm doing it and they make a bad move, like stop, don't do that. You're opening yourself up. You're too square. Keep your body more lean. Roll under the shot. Roll on and pivot out. Work out with the jabs. So I'm giving instructions, right? And another coach came in and hyped them up, right? Hyped them up. Come on, Roy. Come on, right? So me and Roy just supposed to be just coaching around. Roy, 6'6", 230 some pounds. T-Dub at the time, 5'11", maybe 187. I don't know. I threw a shot right, and I paused and said, "Listen, the reason that you'd have been hit with the shot because you got your hands down too low." And as I'm talking to Roy says, "Boom!" Right, straight left. Roy is a southpaw, straight left hand. Bah! I'm like, oh, okay, okay, right. So I step back as a coach. I said, Roy, calm it down, bro. Calm it down. Roy, come out there. I said, okay, okay. DW won't DW get okay. And I shouldn't have even been doing it because that's when I had first got a partial tear on my Achilles, which means that in the ring I couldn't do nothing but coaching rounds because I couldn't move. Like I don't know how Gamboa moved because I couldn't move. But I said, okay, all right. Listen, I'm an old dog with tricks. I got the guard high. He threw a jab, slip, overhand right. Blah! Right? You know, like he threw a straight left hand, roll, overhand right. Blah! Right? And I lit him up so much that afterward he like, listen, I think you won. I said, bro, I wasn't trying to win. I said, listen. I said, why the fuck you turn up on me, man? You asked me to work with you. I told you that I couldn't really move because of my Achilles. You said you want to do some coaching round, light rounds. Why'd you turn up, man? Why'd you do that? He didn't say shit. So I gave him what he wanted. You got me in a ring. You want to try to cheap shot me? Well, listen, I didn't cheap shot you, but I showed you the blaze is real. The blaze is real. Ew. Ew. But, hold on, let me check this out. Hold on, guys. You think Fury extra weight make him handle Wilder's power? Listen, I didn't know he weighed 280 pounds. Is that true? Mike Caps, if he weighed 280 pounds, I don't think it's a good thing. I think he's going to be slower. You just can't put weight like that, and that's not muscle. I'm not saying it's all fat, but it's damn sure not all muscle. And if it is all muscle, it's bad muscle. Muscle don't gain speed. Muscle take more oxygen. If I don't listen, I really can't speak on it unless somebody. If you guys can tell me where to check it out, I'll look it up. He said, adrenaline kicked in, you didn't feel your injury. You know what? Mike Caps, I had it, but I didn't move. See, me typically when I'm spar, right, I do everything, right? I stay on the outside, I move, pow, 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 move, slip, pow, 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 pow. You know, because I always had, exceptional speed, right? Like a lot of people, if they talk about me, which they're not here, but if I'm ever live with them, I'm going to say, okay, what kind of fighter am I? I have a lot of speed and power with it. That's what they said. Man, they said, my boy Jose, like, man, D-Dub, bro, you had the perfect combination. You got speed and power. I am butchering his accent. I get it. But you're like, my man, you got speed and power in both hands. Because when we sparred, when I sparred Jose, listen, Jose is hit me harder than anybody I ever faced. I shit you not. I sparred Jose, and me and Jose have wars. Like when we used to spar, we haven't sparred in years. When we used to spar, we had wars. Like we was in there. Like Jose was always bigger than me. At that time, I was around maybe I was fighting around maybe 178, somewhere in that neighborhood, and Jose was around maybe 205 or something like that. He's about 6', 6'1", a little bit longer reach. Crafty from Panama, crafty fighter, right? And we was in there. This is the first time I'm telling you this, right? This is honestly, out of every fight, that's the hardest I ever been hit. And afterwards, we traded respect, right? And we in there, so we boxing, right? Shooting hot shit, boom, 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 boom. And I caught him first with the real big one. I'm sitting there, right? I'm moving, I'm shifting, and I feinted a lead hook, a lead uppercut. I feinted, right? First of all, if you're a new boxer, don't lead with no uppercut. You can if you know what you're doing, you're going to get lit up, right? But I had speed, reaction time, I had everything, right? The more experience you got, the more things you can do and get away with. So I moved, feinted, left uppercut, and he went to block it like this, right? He did this. I said, oh, okay. So I'm boxing more. I'm moving right. We going at it. Boom, boom, having war. Pop, pop, pop. We shooting shots back and forth. And then I came back to that. I feinted the left uppercut. As soon as his hands did this, I said, shh, wow, right? I called him hard as shit, right? Boom. And I saw his look. He said, right? And then he did that, right? He said, right? You saw he dug down and he hit me. There's a movie called Southpaw, right? Basically, the guy traded stands to land like a left uppercut, I believe. But Jose was in an orthodox stand, and he turned because my back was close to the ropes, right? And he turned. How did he do it? He turned southpaw for a second, threw a right jab, and threw a straight left hand and caught me right because I went here and I weaved here and ran right into the left hand. Wow! I shit you not. When I got hit with that left hand, it felt like if I was a window and a huge rock hit it. Like my face just started cracking. Like, what the fuck, right? When I was hit by, right? And we boxed like another 10 seconds and then we went 3 rounds. That was it. I said, God damn, bro. I said, you got some fucking lead in your hand. And he said, T-Dub. He said, man, are you left hand or right hand? I said, right. He said, God damn. He said, you have power in both of them. He said, when you hit me with that shot, oh, see, we both can brag on what each one of us do, right? You know, I was a more faster fighter. Like, I'm not gonna give away two of my secrets. Not too many, but that was a good war, man. Let's see. You should join Border Wars. CYP looking for a fight at 185. Nah, bro. If I join anything, I'm getting paid, bro. I don't fight for free no more. I don't fight for free no more. And bro, I would still be if now because of I think all of my training is catching up with me. I've been an athlete all my life, man. I've been playing football since I can remember. I ran track. I remember I had the second highest vertical. I always been an athlete, man. I had the second highest vertical in high school. That's out of everybody. I was only maybe 5'9", 5'10" at that time. Had the second highest vertical. I can just walk up to a basketball court at that time and just dunk vertical. I was always fast. I ran track. That's when I first got my first injury. I went to college. I played college. Bro, listen, I was out of college for about 3 or 4 or 5 years and went back to college. Went back playing safety. You know what I'm saying? Then moved to cornerback. Still got down to a 4.5 40. My fastest 40 was a 4.43. Still got back down to a 4.5 after being out for a while. Listen, I was always an athlete, man. But at my age now, the injury just catching up, man. My shoulders ain't right. I'm injury prone. That's why I say, you know that. I say, you know what? I think it's my time. As much as I wanted to go out and do my pro thing, I'm like, you know what? It's time. So now I'm teaching younger fighters. You have to know when to call it quits. I could be successful, I could not. But the thing is, my body is like all the football injuries, the torn rotator cuffs, the torn quadriceps, you know. But hey, man, listen, giving you boxing geekers this work. Giving you boxing geekers this work. Now let's talk about it. Oh, and to touch on the last thing that Mike Cap said was about my adrenaline kicked in, so guys just jumped and joined in. I did some supposed to have been light work with a heavyweight. He was 6'6", 230 some pounds. I'm 5'11", probably 180 some pounds at that time. I was in decent shape, but I had a slight tear on my Achilles on the inside of it. And which means I wasn't moving around the ring. It was really supposed to be light. I had like a wrap on, an ankle cast on, but when he wanted to turn it up, I didn't go backwards. I didn't move. I just slipped his shots, placed my foot so I didn't have to move with it, land, step over, place, land. While I minimized my movement, increased my angles and awareness of punches, slipping and countering and catching shots, and gave him what he was asking for. And you know what? I had to do it, but I feel bad because that's the last time he came to the gym. He was getting ready to fight again. And after him turning up on me and me turning up back, that was the last time he came to the gym. And I feel bad. But you know what? I guess I saw where his heart was, but I felt bad because I was the reason that he didn't come back no more. But I didn't start that shit. I finished it. But let's get back to this. See, Fury fans, Joshua fans, they believe that Fury's going to knock out Wilder, right? Fury says, listen, I'm going to knock out Wilder in 2 rounds. Do you believe it? Listen, let's play Ripley Believe It or Not. If you are in the chat, if you are watching, I just want to have a question. Just let me know if you believe it or not. Fury says he's going to knock out Wilder in 2 rounds. And not even just that. Fury says that he's going to come in there and sit down on his punches and go for the knockout against Deontay Wilder because he won't get winning decisions, so he has to knock him out. Do you believe it? Yes or no? Do you believe yes or no? Do you believe he's going to go in there and sit down and trade punches with the Bronze Bomber? Do you think? Yes or no? Is Tyson Fury going to knock out Wilder in 2 rounds? Even if he doesn't knock him out, is he going to come out there like he said, take the center of the ring, and look to trade shots with Deontay Wilder? You think so? Ripley, do you really believe that or not? That's a simple question. All you Fury fans that might catch this after it posts, and listen, I don't hate Fury. Because I picked Wilder to win. I give you my honest opinion. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Fury is capable of winning, but I do not believe he's going to knock out Wilder in a damn second round. I do not believe he's going to come in there and look to trade punches with Deontay Wilder. Now, if he buzzed Wilder, will he try to come forward? Yes, he will. He's a smart fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Fury. I think he can fight. I think he can move. I think he has speed. I think for a 6'9" dude, he moves damn well. He has a freakish fucking reach. Let's compare their reaches. You know what? Let me do this. All right. Let's compare their reaches. And while I compare their reaches, I'm gonna talk about Dillian Whyte versus Wilder. One, I want to see it. Guys, if you're in the, listen, for all the UK fans, first of all, I'll say this. Thank you guys for being boxing fans. Thank you. I love your support for boxing. Now to the guys that overly support Joshua and Fury and just sit on Wilder for every chance you get. For you guys that believe that Dillian Whyte been 800 days mandatory, which he wasn't. You guys believe Dillian Whyte that been buzzed and dropped by lesser punchers, that he can beat Deontay Wilder, and that he needs his shot, and you want him to get a shot at Wilder. Guess what? I want it too. As a matter of fact, I wanted more than you. It was a time when I didn't want it. It was a time like, no, because Dillian Whyte is only being used by Eddie Hearn to be a distraction, so we do not get the Joshua versus Wilder undisputed matchup and him jumping in, let's go, Wilder, let's go. But listen, everybody can change. 1 minute you hate Brussels sprouts, next minute you love them. 1 minute you can't stand guacamole, next minute it's not that bad. Next minute you don't want to see the fight, and next minute you do. Listen, Dillian Whyte. If Dillian Whyte faces Deontay Wilder, I really believe he's going to get Stavern. I really believe he is going to get Stavern. Second fight. Oscar Rivas dropped him. Chisora was actually beating him before the referee started intervening, getting inside Chisora's head. Parker dropped him. Joshua, drop him. Dillian Whyte has stamina issues. Never came in at the best shape. If you think Dillian Whyte is going to beat Deontay Wilder, if you think Dillian Whyte has a chance to step up to Deontay Wilder's right hand and it cannot stand up to Joshua Parker is not even known to be a hitter. Parker is not known to be a hitter. In my opinion, he's not. In my opinion, he's not really a finisher. Can he box? Yeah, he can box, but he don't have that finisher dog in him to me. He can box, but he don't have that like when Parker dropped Dillian Whyte, he should have stepped on the gas. When Parker fought Anthony Joshua, he should have stepped on the gas. He can fight. He just fighting cruise control to me. Let me. I'm typing the wrong thing. Let me see. Box rec. Tyson Fury. I want to see it. It's crazy. I want to see it more. I don't know. Listen, yeah, I don't know, man. I almost want to see Dillian Whyte versus Wilder more than Joshua, only because it's like that's my version of being able to purge, right? Think about it. It's like he's gonna listen. I'm with you guys. If you guys want it, I want it too. All right, here we go. Tyson Fury, 6'9", 85-inch reach, 216 centimeters. Remember, 85. Tyson Fury, 85. 6'9", 85. Deontay Wilder, 6'7", 83. 2-inch reach advantage, 2-inch height advantage for Tyson Fury. Let's do this. Look, man. You can say what you want about the first fight. You can say what you want. You can say Fury won. You can say Wilder won. And to be honest, let me say this one. Hold on, guys. Okay. And to be honest, you can argue each case. You can argue listen, if you go back and nitpick it enough, you can say Fury won. If you go back and nitpick it enough, you say Wilder won. But it's a draw. Water under the bridge. And now, I don't think it's going to be a draw. You can have a pencil, a paper, an eraser, shading techniques. This is not going to be a draw. This ain't going to be a draw. You might get drawn into the fight for the drama. Listen, there will be drama. There will be drama. This is the best heavyweight fight that can be made. Facts. And American Patriot Travel said this would be the fight of 2020. But listen, this is it. This is it, Mike. This is it, American Patriot Travel. This is it. This is the fight, man. I got this, so let's put this right here. This is it. See, Joshua versus Wilder is a good fight because it's for undisputed. Dillian Whyte versus Wilder is a good fight as well. There's a lot of good fights, but the best actually fight that can be made is Fury versus Wilder. The man that beat Klitschko, undefeated. Wilder, 10 consecutive wins. Not wins, but title defenses. This is for number one. Joshua's not number one. This is for number one. The winner of this fight will be the true number one. The loser may drop to 2, maybe even 3. Depends on what they want to do. They probably gonna put Joshua number 2. Whoever loses, they probably gonna put. Let's say if Fury loses, it'll be Wilder number 1, Joshua number 2, and then they probably put Fury number 3. But this is honestly for number 1. Both of these guys have an argument. Their first fight was a draw, which means they are matched. They are each other's match. The first fight was a draw. And this 3-fight plan that Tyson Fury got, I love it. I love for any, listen, if Fury wins, I like this fight. I like that. If Fury wins, fight Joshua, fight Dillian Whyte. If Wilder wins, fight Joshua, fight Dillian Whyte. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Let's get it. The only thing is, we don't know who's going to do what. They both have rematches clauses. But if Deontay Wilder hits Tyson Fury with that right hand, they can level a small planet. Listen, Wilder might be a normal man, but that right hand is Super Saiyan 4, nothing less. That right hand has that Leroy glow to it. It has to glow. And I'm not talking about soul glow with the Jerry curd juice. I'm not talking about the follow the drip, follow the drip. Is Deontay Wilder perfect? Perfect technique? No. But his imperfection makes him perfect. Movies should be made about Deontay Wilder, even if you hate Wilder, right? If you hate him, look at his story, man. The guy started training in his, 19 years old, give or take? Working normal jobs, waiters, trying to take care of his daughter. Just a normal man. Started boxing, make it to the Olympic, take bronze, become the bronze bomber, some kind of way, works his way up the chain, fighting in bars and clubs and strip clubs as a pro. This man had to crawl to get to where he is. That's a movie. That's a real movie. That's a movie. Happy Gilmore was a fake movie, but you loved it. A man that wasn't naturally a golfer, took it up late, wasn't the best putter, but when he hit the golf ball, Wilder, he used to be a lot wild. Calm down, grew, athleticism, speed, jab, accuracy, timing, set traps. He may not never look like you want him to look. He don't have to. But he gets the job done. When you go out there and you have 42 wins, 41 knockouts, the one thing you can say, this man's not a loser. The one thing you can criticize his style. You can say, listen, he was losing before he knocked him out. Then it doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. If you can lose 11 rounds. If I knock you out, I win. What's the point of fighting? I don't fight. If it goes to decision, it goes to decision. But I'm not fighting for a decision. I'm swinging with all my might to set you down. Oh, he was losing 6 rounds on Ortiz, but then what happened? He got knocked out. Okay, that's all matters. That's all matters. When Ali fought George Foreman and he was losing some rounds, did you talk about that? Well, he was losing rounds before he knocked out George Foreman. He wouldn't have won if he knew the rope-a-dope. He won. That's all you talk about. That's all you talk about. He won. He won the fight. Later on, lost some rounds, saw his time, and turned the tides against Ortiz. Wilder waited back, being calm, he knew he had the right hand cocked. He kept one. He walked around with one in the chamber because otherwise, why even carry it? He has one in the chamber all the time, and he waited for it. Ortiz is winning rounds, like Wilder said. Perfect for 12 rounds. He winning rounds, landing big overhand lefts, right hooks to the body, straight left hand to the body. He's doing that. There's time that Wilder looked a little bit wobbly, but in the 7th round, when he said, you know what? Let me unsnap the holster. Make sure it's right. Ortiz is having a damn good moment. Ortiz is taking blah, 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 blah. Moments before Ortiz got knocked out, Wilder was looking like this a little bit. Ortiz landed some good shot. Then all of a sudden Wilder pivot off the rope, turned, threw a dummy jab, got Ortiz to react, and then hit him straight down the line on the foot. Listen, this guy hit this man on the forehead. People use this as a weapon. When you can knock a man out by punching him through one of the hardest bones in the body, or punching him through a bone that can be used as a weapon, and knock him out, hit him here and sweat fly there, When he hit Ortiz on the ground like this, he was trying to get up, but his body locked up on him. His body said, "No, no, I gotta shut you down." Listen, man. Donna in the building was blazing, homie. Let's get it. You know we working, man. We working, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Check out my boy American Bastard Trough as well. American Bastard Trough, when the next video coming, homie? Let's get it. With that being said, I am rocking with Deontay Wilder. But because I'm rocking with Wilder, it doesn't make me blind. I'm not like this here. I'm not Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles. I'm not blind. I realize the real threat that Tyson Fury possesses. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is the only one that I was like, damn, I don't know, man. I don't know. Fury can fucking fight. He can fight. He's quick-minded. For 6'9", he's a freak. Speed, reach, good legs, and he's doing it. Listen, he looked like he's moving like this the whole fight. I want to see how that cut holds up. I want to see another question. If Tyson Fury plans on planting his foot and trying to knock out Wilder, how would that cut hold up to a right hand from Wilder? How would that cut hold up? If Wilder hit that cut from Fury having his feet planted, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like busting open a watermelon with a hammer. It's going to be like hitting a cantaloupe with a hammer. I don't think that's his plan. I don't think Fury is planning on knocking out Deontay Wilder. I think Fury is trying to play mind games, and he's going to come out there and try to box Wilder. Now, would it be sometimes when he come forward? Yes. Is he going to try to just sit there and like, okay, let's just do this? No. No, he's not. Could he beat Wilder? Yeah, that's a possibility. I ain't dumb. Yeah, it's a possibility. But it's just very hard for me to see. And it's not like we don't know if Fury can take Wilder punch or not. We've seen him sleep. So we know if Wilder has the power, possesses the power to knock out Tyson Fury. We know this. We see this. We know. Can he really, for 12 rounds, stop it from happening? For 12 rounds, 3 minutes round, can he dance with death and survive? Can he wake up again? Listen, the first time he said, listen, I don't know how I woke up. I know one thing. When he was out, his old trainer was like this. Hold on, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? I'm gonna show you. Hold up. I'm gonna show you his old trainer. His old trainer was like this. Oh, sweet Jesus, wake him up. Please. It's out of my hands, God. I'm gonna show you. The trainer was praying. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't believe in prayer, I think that might be the one time that a prayer got answered in real time. Typically, people say that I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always there on time. That was one time he was there when he called. Because even Tyson Fury said, I don't know how I got up. I don't know how I woke up. Can you rely on that twice? The first fight, they didn't know each other. And Wilder still called him twice. The second fight, they are familiar with each other. They're more familiar. And you don't think that, you don't think this is gonna land? Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tyson Fury gonna go out there and knock out Deontay Wilder in 2 rounds. Maybe you're right. or maybe he's smoking crack. I want to go with the crack option, but hey, what you do in your home is it's up to you. I might have deleted it. I don't see it. Oh, this is one of them. This is one. Guys, look at the trainer. Listen. Look at this. I see why Tyson Fury had to let his trainer go. Because when I'm fighting and you doing this, look at the trainer. God, okay, all right. He's doing this, guys. Listen, not even this. He felt if he had done this, his prayers wouldn't have been answered. This guy went straight. Sweet little baby Jesus, I don't come to you much. You know, he prayed. And Fury got up. He won't be there to pray this time. And he wouldn't need a prayer. Well, this your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. I'm back at it like a rock at it. Give me Box and Geeky this work. Got a chance to give you guys a video while I'm at home. I'm in the boxing gym today, guys. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. You know, getting back at it. Not going to fight again, but of course I'm going to do some sparring and training people. But guys, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Your boy T. That was Blazing the Sports. Thank everybody for coming. Much appreciation goes out to American Path to Travel, Mike Cap, Dante, Don Dot in the building. T-Dub, here is what's Blazing the Sports.